Hi YouTube.
Hey YouTube friends and family, it's your boy GB Reviews, and today we're gonna do another HelloFresh meal. I'm doing a bulgogi beef meatball dinner with ginger rice and carrots. So we're gonna go through the ingredients. I'll show you what you have to do. This is a simple meal. It should take about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and it should be pretty quick. We're gonna use an oven for this one. You're gonna need a grater. You're gonna need a baking pan, and you're gonna need a small pot to cook your rice in. So with that, let's get to the ingredients. So we're looking at the ingredients that they sent, and on your menu card, or on your recipe card, they give you all the ingredients that should be in the bags. I would say definitely check the bags for HelloFresh. I've had one bag that didn't have all the ingredients in it, and so you just wanna check it. But for this one, pretty simple. You have your ground beef, you have your carrots, sriracha, ginger, bulgogi sauce, scallions, jasmine rice, sesame seeds, and then panko, which is breadcrumbs. So for people who don't know. And then there's sour cream, but I have it in the refrigerator. So you have your sour cream that's in the refrigerator. And you're gonna need your chopping knife and then a grater, of course. I'm gonna walk you through the instructions, and then I'm gonna do everything quickly so that you can just watch me do it without having to listen to me do it. And then I'll stop you when we have to transition to different steps. So with that, let's transition to the steps. The first step in our journey of cooking this bulgogi dish is to roast the carrots. This is what you need your oven for, and your baking sheet. You want to preheat your oven to 425, and then we're gonna cut these carrots, and we're gonna cut them in like kind of wedges, and you'll see me cut them. And then we're gonna wash it, dry them, cut the carrots, and then we're gonna cut them in diagonal 1/2 inch pieces. We're gonna toss on a baking sheet with a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of salt and pepper. And then we're gonna put them on the top rack for 20 to 25 minutes. Once we do that, we're gonna prep our other materials. We're gonna grate our ginger. We're gonna cut our scallions. We're gonna separate the white parts at the bottom from the green parts at the top. And we're gonna mince the white parts. And we're gonna chop the greens. And then the third step, which again is easy, we're gonna cook our rice. But the way we're gonna cook our rice, we're gonna put a drizzle of oil in a small pan first. And then we're gonna put half of the ginger that we've shredded in there. You're gonna let that cook for about a minute. You're gonna stir it till it's fragrant. Then you're gonna add about 1.25 cups of water. And then you're gonna add the bag of jasmine rice in. You're gonna put in a pinch of salt. You're gonna bring it to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, you're gonna cover it and you're gonna just let it simmer on the back for about 15 to 18 minutes. Once the carrots are done, you're gonna put on the same baking sheet that you used before, you're going to form the meatballs, and we're gonna do that with the ground beef. We're gonna form the meatballs in a large bowl. We're gonna combine the scallions, the whites of the scallions that we've minced, the breadcrumbs that we have, and the beef in a bowl with the remaining ginger, and we're gonna just make those into balls. And you're gonna make about 10 meatballs out of this, so you're gonna make sure you form them up. It helps if you put oil on your hands for making the meatballs. It just helps the meat not to stick to your hands, so just put a little bit of olive oil on your hands, and then salt and pepper, and then you put it on a baking sheet, and then you're good to go. And that has to be in there for about 14 to 15 minutes. And then for step 5, which is the meat crema and coating of the meatballs with the sriracha and the sour cream and the bulgogi sauce, we'll come back to that step. So we're gonna do steps 1 through 4. I'm gonna do that quickly. You'll see us transition back and forth from the stove over here to the chopping table. And then from there, we will get to step 5, where we make the sauce, plate, and serve. All right, with that, let's go. So our last step is to make the cream sauce for the meatballs. And so the meatballs are in the oven, they're cooking. They take about 15 to 18 minutes to cook, depending on how big you made the meatballs. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our sour cream, we're gonna open it. It says use a small bowl. I'm using a small plastic bowl just because I can use it for storage right away for any of the sauce that I don't use. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'm gonna just squeeze that out. And what we need to do after that is we're gonna add Sriracha to that. And I actually like my sauce spicier, so I'm gonna cut this open. I'm gonna use all of this. But no household like spice would ever not have Sriracha in the house, so we're gonna just add more Sriracha to that. And then the goal of your sauce is to get it to a consistency where you can drizzle it out. Now, in the recipe, it says to make it more drizzly consistent, you want to add water, teaspoon at a time. But for me, I would just add hot sauce, and hot sauce will do the same thing because I want it to be a nice spicy sauce, but a creamy spicy sauce. And then once our meatballs are done, we're gonna use our large pan again, and we're gonna coat them finally with bulgogi sauce. And then we're gonna plate, and then you'll see what happens with the plating. But with the final plating, just remember that you're gonna drizzle this sauce on. You're gonna use your sesame seeds for garnish, and you're gonna use your the greens of your scallions for garnish. So this is almost drizzly. I just want to mix it up a little bit more. You don't want your sour cream to be lumpy. And this is why we're talking through this step, because I think it's important that you know that. But you'll see, like, in your sour cream, there'll be lumps in there. As long as you kind of stir it enough, it won't be lumpy. And then you'll have your nice kind of sour cream drizzle. And you're going to drizzle this across the carrots and the meatballs on a bed of rice. So we're going to set that up. Our meatballs are almost done. The next time we'll talk is after the plating. I'll drop pictures in there, and then we'll talk through how this meal came out. So we're almost done. I'll see you on the other side. So now that our meatballs are done, what you want to do is you want to just take the last bit of your bulgogi sauce, and you want to coat all your meatballs in a bowl in bulgogi sauce. And now that we've done that part, we're going to just toss them lightly. Then we're going to start plating. So I am done trying to get all my bulgogi sauce out of here. I'm going to coat all these meatballs, and then the next thing you'll see is plating, and then we'll eat. So this is how they should look. So all in all, it turned out pretty well. I'm gonna taste it now to see what it tastes like. The carrots are soft and tender. My sauce is actually nice and spicy. The ginger rice, you can taste the ginger. And because of the ingredients, it tastes light and fresh. I haven't tried the meatballs yet. Let's see what they taste like. They surprisingly taste very Korean. I eat a lot of Korean food, and this actually tastes super authentic. And so this is something I would definitely make again. And if you're ordering this from HelloFresh, you definitely want to go with the bulgogi mix because of the bulgogi mix is just so nice. It looks good when I saw the meals. Like when you look at the card, it actually looks good. But I was surprised at how easy it is to make, and it just came out nice, fresh, and light. Well, I think that's it for today. Definitely try, you know, these HelloFresh meals. I think they're easy, especially during this time to have food delivered to your house. In terms of rating this meal for taste, it's a 9 for me. I like Korean food. I like the freshness. It's a 9. I can't complain about it at all. In terms of ease, on a scale from 1 to 5, it's probably like a 2, 1, 2. It's not very difficult to make. You're just making rice, meatballs, and carrots. So prep time, easy. All in all, this is good. I will ask you to hit the like button for the algorithm. Please, we want to push this out so people can see more things. Please hit the like button for the algorithm. Also hit the notification bell so you can see when my new videos come out. I'd ask you to subscribe to my channel because, you know, we're trying to build this community of folks who like to cook, who like cars, things like that. And then leave in the comments below other services that you'd like me to try if you've tried this meal before, or if you have some kind of other variation that you think would be nice to see somebody cook, or you'd like me to try to cook something that you would like to cook that you've not done. Let me know. I'm game for it. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you visiting my channel. And as always, you know, subscribe and like below. And I'll catch you next time.
Subscribe right below.